Hello, my name is Uthris, and we are back in Timber and Stone for the season finale, people. We have had so many episodes of this, and I think it is time to put it on break. We're going to finish up a structure or so, and then we'll do a walkthrough of everything that we have accomplished in the second season of Timber and Stone. And then I do want to upload this so you guys can download it for yourselves. If you have a copy of the game, you can run around in my save and check out the structures for yourself. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. That's going to take a little bit of researching as to the best kind of file sharing site / program. But that is definitely something I want to do. Last episode, excuse me while I lag randomly, we built our little lake here and aqueduct area to get the water in, and I have built the dock up. Now I replaced a lot of kind of cobblestone down there with sand, so hopefully our fishermen will actually start using that over anything else. If we come over here, I sculpted a little bit of the landscape just around the main tunnel entrance into the area. And then we are also getting started here on our small trading post. Now this isn't, unlike Freeport, this isn't an actual full kind of home plus trading post. It is only for trading. And so we have a little bit of a storage section over here, and then a little bit maybe of a rest area, but that'll be just about it. So let's go ahead and build up some walls for the last time this season. So let's grab some walls. We'll use, can I do timbered plaster without making it look too repetitive? Sure. It is our favorite brick after all, so we'll just lay out the basic foundation. There we go. And this is going to be just an open area full of goods and things that are about to be traded, and the traders will actually stand in there as well. So I think that'll be pretty nice. Alright, now we're also going to put this on double speed so we can get some good progress. I think a lot of our builders over here kind of sculpting away at the hillside a little bit more, just to try and finish it up. I did want it to be a little bit rough, that way, you know, it looks a little bit more hand cut away and a little bit more natural over time. You know, a little bit of erosion happened, and so that's why you get these little layers kind of built up. And oh my cat is just looking so cute right now. Just on his back. Oh, okay. Sorry, distraction. Catstraction right there. Let's go ahead and put in our door. I want a brace door. This is outside. It is an important structure, so we'll keep it a little bit extra safe. I'm gonna go ahead and move the hall, and it's gonna be this nice kind of 3x4 area, I think. Actually, no, it needs to be 3x3 because this section needs to be a doorway. So the trader will stand there, and we'll just wrap the road connecting to it just like so, and we will build up the walls a little bit more here. There we go. So nice single little windows most of the way around. Kind of I guess a wider window in the back, that would be okay. And then we just continue on with our little single windows here. Bring up the walls and start putting up the little roof sections as we go. Alright. And I accidentally did that a little wrong. So, I hope you guys, as I said, enjoyed this season of Timber and Stone. It was quite the task to cut away all this mountainside for our town. And, you know, I want to thank you guys for sticking around for the journey. It was quite rough at the beginning of the season, but our people were able to adapt and overcome many of the challenges. That is something that the final thing that we're going to be building though this episode is the graveyard. It's not going to have any like church area attached to it. It's just going to be basically a fenced off area for graves to honor all the people who died in this season. So let's go ahead and do that and that, just so people can get up on the roof. And we will grab our full timber, make a little peak for the storage area here. It's going to be a rather slow lying thing. And then we'll also connect it kind of straight up. I think just like that onto the roof, so we can maintain our base kind of peak area. There we go. We need some more scaffolding. You can hear those light roar of the furnace in the background there. So timber plaster going up for one final kind of join. We need a full timber. You know, you should use timber brick. It essentially looks the same from the top anyway, so that can be the main peak here. And we can also get started on our thatch roofing. That's going to be making up this little side structure. Cool. Construction walls, we need a temporary brick. There we go. Apparently we need to up this a little bit here, just so it would work. Cool. And then we can continue on with our wonderful thatch placement. Now the delay from this episode, from last episode, is definitely caused by me trying to decide whether or not to end the season here or to keep going. In the long run, I figured it would just be better to end it, call it done, and basically at that point take a break from it. Let's see. How do I want this to work? How do I want this to join up to that small little structure there? I don't know. Trying to make a small trade post is a little bit of a challenge. It's harder to make smaller structures than larger structures generally, because you just have less room to try and accomplish the look you're going for. So let's put a comfortable bed in the back here. And a dresser, just like so. Fireplace. Yeah, sure, you know, it could be cold. The trader might want to warm up, make some deals inside. I'll also put a table and one food thing in there as well, just to kind of round it off fully. So let's go into the objects menu, furniture, and medium table. Just like that. Grab a wooden chair. I'm going to move this over one. That way it's not encroaching on the door so much. Alright, and we need our fireplace. It'll go up right there. Our storage for food, just a nice food barrel. And that'll be the little shack area for the nice little trader that we have. So I think it'll be best to actually try and merge these two roof lines a little bit. And let's grab our full timber, kind of peek this section off, and then this section here is going to do a single flat to join with the rest of the roof line. And we need to get rid of these two blocks, because we will be adding some timbered plaster in those areas. And of course, one, there's sirens outside. Always when you live in the city, this is what you hear. And then two, my miners are stuck and it's nighttime, so therefore I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, so it is that time that a skeleton spawns. Of course, why? Go away. I want nothing to do with you, skeleton. Anyways, before we got sidetracked right there, it is time to give you guys kind of the final tour of Falcon Reach. Most projects are done, and I'm ready to pretty much show you guys where we are at on the wonderful, glorious season finale of Timber and Stone. And here we go. So, we have, of course, our lake, our wonderful lake that is man-made. No one fishes here for unknown reasons. I even replaced the floor bed with some sand, and that didn't seem to really fix the issue. So, I don't know what's going on here, and I'm very confused by it myself. Back here, this is our little outskirt kind of villagey area that we have some fisherman huts, about 2 of them, and then also we have a large storage barn out here, and then this is our finished small trading post. Again, it was supposed to be just a small little doohickey more than anything, and I think it turned out rather well. You know, it's a pretty simple, straightforward design. Nothing too complicated, just a simple wooden peaked roof there. And as we head into the town, we are met with our animal pen to the left. Our little guard tower here. This is a nice choke point. These 2 guards is pretty much all we need right here, and they can handle pretty much anything that gets thrown their way. This here is our wonderful little town hall meeting area. If I fly through the window, you can see that we have plenty of tables and things, and it's fairly open. And then also over here we have our main farms. This is where we get all of our food, or at least most of it. Now that we have fishermen, that's changing a little bit. Fishermen are great sources of food. Here are our mines, and if I pull back the layers, you can see just how much we dug up over the season. It's quite an expansive dig. And even flattening a lot of the terrain gave us a lot of ore as well. All of this used to be mountainside, so you can see definitely where we kind of etched our way into it. Sorry for the frame rate drops, not much I can do. There's a lot of blocks here. Here is our granary, windmill area. This is where we store most of our grain, if not all of it. There are a few places extra though, because we produce a fair amount of the stuff. Back here, this is our carpenter's hut, and then their home as well. So they live and work within this little area. Up this flight of stairs, this is our production district. We have our tailor's hut right here. And we have our blacksmith over here. Of course, we have a defending wall to keep the goblin horde out and keeping our people safe. We have a few guards up and around this area. This is a small fort that we constructed to help kind of bring a nice cornerstone area and to kind of touch it all off. It looks fairly nice. It's a nice squared off design. Over here is our stonemason with an outdoor kind of work area and then their living space attached. And then following around the corner, we have our nice little engineers. And it's, you can see training dummies and archery targets here, because that is what we make. This is the main entrance to there, and then if you go through this tunnel, we are greeted with the residential district. This is definitely where most of our homes are. We have a fair amount. If I had to count them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so homes here. And I think most of them have 1, most likely 2 beds. We also have this structure. This is our brothel. If we peel back the layers, we are greeted with plenty of little rooms here. And we have, looks like a migrant that is being ambushed on the road. That's no good. He actually might make it to town. He's being ambushed by something. I don't quite know what it is. But if he makes it to town, he'll join and we'll start defending him at that point. Right here, over the main gate through the mountainside entrance, we have our awesome little military academy with all the training yards. This is where we train up our army and our archers. A partially constructed wall that's still being worked on. Foragers in town now, by the way. Great. Good news. I'm actually going to change him to infantry because we might need one here soon. Oh, looks like a skeleton has been spotted. Not really a threat where it is right now. There's really no way for them to climb this section, so I can pretty much ignore it. Right, so back to the little bit of a tour here. We have, of course, the military area, and then we have its armory, the main armory under here. This is where we store all of our armor and weapons for the military might of Falcon Reach. And then also, underneath the castle, we have the main bank, where we store all of our wealth and keep everyone's gold nice and locked up away from prying goblins. Here is the main castle keep area. Plenty of little battlements off to the sides, areas where we could potentially put archers. Not really necessary. Nothing ever really comes up here, so really it's just for looks. We have the main keep structure, which has 2 stories, and we have a connecting kind of guest house to the side. If I pull back the layers, you can see just kind of how many rooms there are. Of course, we have a throne room and great hall and things. Kitchen area. 3 bedrooms, 4 if you count the guest house, some additional storage up there as well, and of course a main defensive ballista to help with those nasty sieges. If we go back, I believe, over here, yes, this is actually kind of something we just finished. This here is our little graveyard. I put it on top of this main hill for a couple reasons. One, I figured it would be a nice honorable spot for our fallen, and you know, it was just kind of a nice flat area for everyone to kind of be put to rest. Do I have any wood choppers? Because it doesn't feel like I do. What are you doing? You're chopping wood. Why am I not surprised at that? Anyways, yeah, this spot isn't quite 100% done. As you can see, there's some trees that I need to plant still, but really not a major concern. I need a stonemason again. Go. To build our statues that are overwatching our graves. These are for all the people that died in our series. I don't know if I got the exact number right. I know we lost 3 for our general mining operation when we dug the lake. We got raided at a really bad time. And then I think we lost about 5 others throughout the whole series. It was pretty rough. I think we lost 3 rather early. The last 2 kind of came later as infantry men that we're taking out. So I think that's pretty much going to do us for this wonderful season of Timber and Stone, and there is a wonderful skeleton in the town. That's definitely not what I wanted to see. Pause. Get out of here. Okay. Come on, archers. Show me your worth. There we go. Alright, that's taken care of. Great! So that's a good way to finish off this season. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me all this time. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, even though it does get a little laggy, and the draw distance I had to kind of minimize to assist with this. But this is definitely a nice, long, epic build. And again, hopefully you guys will stick around for Season 3. I don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully it'll happen at some point. I just don't know when I'll get really the urge to start playing this some more. Maybe when they update it again, that'll be pretty nice. But never get your hopes up. Really small team working on this. Anyways, that's enough rambling. You guys, I'm sure, are pretty much gone already. And if you're still here, go ahead and give a nice circle 7. So for the fallen, you know, that's a nice salute. And I'll go ahead and say goodbye for the last time in Timber and Stone.